a beautiful day in the Saberhood, a beautiful day for a saber. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? It's a saberly day in this community, a saberly day, pull the kill key. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I've always wanted to have a saber just like you. I've always wanted to live in a saberhood with you. So let's make the most of this saberly day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my saber? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my saber?
Hello, Saber fans. This is Great Paladin, and look what I have here today. I have two new Eco Sabers from Saberforge. Let's head on over to my workshop and unbox them. Welcome back, Saber fans, to Mr. Paladins Saberhood. In this box right here, I have not one but two Eco Sabers from Saberforge. These are the newest addition to the Eco line. I have the Fallen Eco Saber as well as the Commando Eco Saber. And from what I understand, some of these Eco Sabers can now house and hold LGT cores. So right here I have the Crimson Dawn neopixel core, also known as the xenopixel. And this acts just like a Profi. You can update and change sound fonts. You just cannot, you can do everything that the Profi does, but you cannot change the blade styles. So I have a core here ready to go, and we're going to test it out in one of these hilts, and hopefully it'll fit, and we'll see how that goes. And within these hilts, I got just the regular Eco Electronics. I didn't go for the Profi, main reasons because I thought that maybe I can hopefully fit one of these in there. So let's bust these open and see how they work out. Offhand, I do not remember the ship time on this. I remember once they shipped, it arrived to me, I believe it only took maybe just over a week. But since I don't know offhand, I'll get that information and I'll put that in the description down below. So if you want to know the lead times and how long it took to ship, don't send a comment, read the description. I also requested that they not send me the blades, but looks like based on the long box, they did not honor that request. Okay. Oh, that's got some good weight to it there. And outside of that, that's all that's in the box. Okie dokie. I don't know which to open first. I like the Commando, and I just went with the Fallen just to see how that was going to be, and then possibly do a comparison video. So that's the Fallen, there's the Commando, and then here are the blades. And these are the standard V4 Infinity blades. These are heavy grade. The blades are not sanded on the outside, but they are diffused on the inside. And now Saberforge is doing this new threading on the inside of their blades to accommodate their thin neck lightsabers. What they do is they take the copper heatsink, put the LED on that. It has threading on it, screws directly into the blade, and then that screws into the hilt, which gives it a lot more stability where you don't need retention screws, and it's a lot more stable. However, and Darth Paradigm pointed this out, that because of that, the diffusion film is placed further up in the hilt. So if you have, let's say, an angled emitter or an S emitter, you might see some of this exposed threading or lack of diffusion on the end there. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Anyway, these are two 32-inch blades. Set those over here. I'm not gonna, I'll save the little packet here for the end in case you just want to get directly to the saber. Let's first start with the Fallen. It says on here, Fallen Eco V1. So they could potentially do some changes to this in the future. Allen wrench, charging cable. And, oh, that's really nice. That is really nice. For an Eco Saber, that's really cool. Take a look at that. Got the pommel. This looks like their, this is the same pommel that they had on their Elite Fallen Saber until they updated it with the one to look more screen accurate like the video game with the broken pommel end. And then there's your emitter shrouds, the details in there for the most part, and the recharge port and activation switch are recessed. So that's cool too. You got a knurled grip. I'll go over more of this detail in my reviews later. And then here is the pommel. It does have timing shims on there so that it can align. So that is the Fallen. Let's just go ahead and fire it up now. Okay. Blue limited AV switch. And I did go with a blue LED on this one. Keep it standard. And I do believe these do have 3 sound fonts on there.
Forge, Iridian.
Yeah, this is legit. Gunmetal now? I like this font. This is cool. Now, some people have that have already received this. Actually, no, I'm thinking of the Fallen Flight, so scratch that idea, or scratch that thought. So yeah, this feels good. It's nice. This does not feel like an Eco Saber, ladies and gentlemen. This feels like, I can't, not quite elite, but whatever the next level is. But yeah, this is nice. I'll go ahead and set this here, and let's get to the Commando. And more charging cable and Allen key, Allen wrench. And there. Oh, that is nice. That is nice. Now, already holding this, I can tell that these edges are gonna scratch me a little bit, so I'm gonna be careful with this one. I'll cover all of that in the review, of course. But here is the Commando. I like that a lot. That's it definitely looks like a saber or a hilt that would be given to like a trooper or something, like a standard issue saber. The sides are kind of flat, but the inside is still round. That's very nice. I'm sure this one has some juice too, if the other one did. Notice there's some windows on the emitter. I went with a purple LED on this one. And what's cool is the illuminated AV switch is also purple. So I'm glad that they align the colors up with the color of the LED. Yeah, nice. Now I'll say that I've gotten a couple Eco Sabers in the past, and the accelerometer wasn't good, the class sensitivity was horrible, but so far, like, these feel really good. Now what I'm going to do, it looks like both of the recharge port and switch holes are close together and aligned with the same dimensions as the core. So I'm going to put one of these in. Now, I want you to take a guess on which one I'm going to put this in first. Will it be the Commando? Or will it be the Fallen? Take your time and guess and vote. I'm going to go ahead and swap these out, and we'll see if your guess is correct. Okay, the transfusion has been made. And which one do you think has the Neo core? Is it the Fallen or is it the Commando? Here we go. It's the Commando. So I went for the Neo core in the Commando. So in this one, it was super easy. All I had to do was just take off these two screws here, just like any of the LGT Sabers. You push down the switch and recharge port section, slide out, slide the new one in. Since these are all recessed, they're pretty deep, so once you get it in there, you have to kind of slam it or knock it down, so that way the screws kind of adjust up a little bit, and then you can tighten it from there, and you're good to go. And I must say, it's really awesome that Saberforge uses these LGT cores, because personally I think the Saberforge Eco cores look better and nicer than and more elaborate and detailed than an LGT hilt, let's say like the Shade. This is very plain and basic, and this actually looks and feels more like a saber. Even the weight, just everything, I feel like the Saberforge route is much nicer and better. So knowing that, you can buy yourself one core, pick up as many hilts as you want, and swap them out, and now you can extend your collection without spending full price for a lot of these different sabers. Get a Profi core, or this Neo core, or an RGBX, or whatever you want in there. But this is cool. So those are the two new Eco Sabers. The third is the Defiant, and if you're curious about that one, I'll include a link or a card up top here for Darth Paradigm. He unboxed a beautiful Eco Defiant with a brown reptile leather wrap. It's weathered, and I believe it has an amber LED, and it looks really, really nice. These are the three newest: the Commando, the Fallen, and the Defiant. And of course, you see the two here, and you can check out the links for the Defiant down below, or the cards up top. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to do reviews for both of these sabers, and I'll also show the transfusion of the cores and those reviews as well if you'd like. $129.99. That's awesome for these. That is awesome. So thank you for tuning in to Mr. Paladins Saberhood, and may the Force be with you.